So welcome to Linda O'Brien from Gloucestershire Constabulary. He's going to talk to us about employer-supported policing. Looking forward to your talk, Linda.
Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to have the hot slot this morning. Probably won't need 10 minutes, but we'll see how we go. So my name is Linda, and I work for the Citizens and Policing Department in Gloucestershire Constabulary. And this is a department that supports and recruits and values all our police volunteers. I asked a question about to everyone earlier was, can we imagine a world without volunteering? And thankfully, everyone said no, they couldn't, and lots of people do volunteer. As you can imagine, there's lots of volunteers within the charitable sector, but we also have several million volunteers within the public sector. And those volunteers provide a massive impact within the communities and perhaps community safety. The scheme that I'm running and work within Gloucestershire Constabulary is Employer Supported Policing. And this is a scheme where we ask organisations to allow their employees allocated days or hours per month or per year out of their job to be a police volunteer. It's a national scheme and it has been running since 2016, but we've only started promoting this scheme within Gloucestershire since April 2022 when I started. And currently 15 businesses have already signed up to support our special constables and our police support volunteers. And just tell you a bit about our police volunteers. So our police volunteers, these are ordinary people who do extraordinary things around their regular work and life commitments. And Sir Robert Peel, who set up the police force back in the 1800s, said the police are the people and the people are the police. And our volunteers are exactly this. There are many unique volunteer roles within the constabulary. Firstly, we have our special constables, and these are volunteer police officers with full police powers. They receive similar training alongside our police officers. They're educated alongside the police qualification education framework. And currently within Gloucestershire, we have 123 special constables. And already this year, they've volunteered 26,000 hours. This was of their own time. Only 1,000 of those hours were supported by their employers. The special constables work in areas, they work alongside and they're in additional to our regular officers. So they're not instead of, they're additional resources. So they enable us to get initiatives, community safety initiatives in quick. In the Gloucestershire area at the moment, they're working in specific initiatives around roads policing and around arrest warrants. So for wanted criminals who have arrest warrants out for them, they specifically hunt those people down and take them off our streets. They're also working within projects with our youth, within our Austin project and our restorative justice scheme, where it's working with young people who have offended. And rather than that young person ended up with a caution or a criminal record for the rest of their life, it's about working with the young person and the victim to find out why this crime happened in the first place and how they can resolve it without a caution or without a conviction. So thereby reducing crime in the future, because we're kind of getting to the root of why it's happening in the first place. And our specials and our volunteers work within that. We've also got a brand new role, which is our volunteer police community support officers. And a new cohort is currently in training. And once trained, they'll contribute towards building community engagement and presence, along with supporting our many police programs, which is for the ages of 8 and 11. We have over 290 police support volunteers, and they work in numerous roles helping out policing in our communities. They work within fleet services, to volunteer grooms, which lots of people volunteer for the volunteer grooms, they love it. And we also have roles in archivists, to cyber and fraud champions, and anything in between. The police service are always looking for fresh ideas and new resources. So anyone that has a skill that they think will add value and they would like to share it, we would like to hear about it. And we will certainly support that and engage with those people. We also have cadet leaders, and the cadet leaders lead a nationally recognised youth programme for the ages of 13 to 17. And the cadets enable us to improve our engagement with young people and learn from them about issues directly affecting them. We also have youth advisory groups that feed into the police as well, finding out about youth issues. Police volunteers contribute to making our communities a safer place to live and work. Our regular police officers do a fantastic job, but having additional resources enables extra initiatives and special operations to be set up quickly, adding value and impact to policing. And as the roles are mainly public facing, our volunteers are provided with all the training and equipment relevant to the role, ranging from days to 6 months in initial training, developed around the volunteers' main employment and life commitments. And this is followed up with ongoing continued professional development and a dedicated body or point of contact. And I think someone was talking about apprenticeships earlier. So our volunteers build up a portfolio of learning that can always be brought back into the workplace and could be used within any apprenticeship scheme that they're using. And it also provides a strong platform for leadership and skills development. They gain skills in effective communication and leadership, prioritizing demand, conflict and crisis management, quick problem solving, skills and personal accountability. And these skills can then transfer back into the workplace. It's a type of training that businesses can't purchase privately. We invest in value in our volunteers because they provide a wealth of experience and knowledge and skills to learn from. And as I said before, it generates fresh ideas into the police. And also because our volunteers gain a greater knowledge and understanding of policing, this in turn provides a positive reinforcement of policing, enabling them to spread the word and improve our perception with our communities. By having those people who are the police, we might break down those barriers of the perception that we're not that bad. We do want to work with our communities and we do want to make it safer. We need employers to support the scheme, because one of the main barriers to volunteering is people simply don't have the time. So if employers can support someone with a few days a year or a few hours or whatever they can use, they can enable us to increase our volunteers within the police force and therefore improving our communities. And it's also a fantastic opportunity for businesses to enhance their corporate social responsibility, because once registered with the scheme, we promote our partnership and show that you're supporting local communities to improve their safety and well-being. There's also many benefits, like as I said, about our training. Sorry, bear with me a second. I've lost my train of thought completely. Yeah, the training skills and those communication skills. Lots of our special constables, particularly the training that they get, and just when they're out on the job, they're using their skills every single day. They're prioritizing demands. They are using effective communication, because police officers are not just about tackling crime, they're about talking, they're about finding out why it happened, they're about can't think of the word, but disengaging people with that, what's going on, and just supporting and just having a conversation. No job and no day is ever the same for our special constables or police volunteers. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what I've got to say. I'm happy to answer any questions about the scheme or anything else. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.